Senator McKenzie.
Go.
Thank you very much, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Employment, Senator Abetz, and relates to the government's intention to re-establish the Australian Building and Construction Commission. Can the Minister advise the Senate how the proposed compulsory examination powers of a re-established ABCC compare with equivalent power of other government agencies?
Leader of the Government in the Senate and Minister for Employment, Senator Abetz.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank Senator McKenzie for her question. The proposed compulsory examination powers of the Australian Building and Construction Commission are both reasonable and employed by a broad range of government agencies, such as the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, the Australian Prudential Regulatory Authority, the Australian Securities and Investment Commission, the Australian Taxation Office, Centrelink and Medicare, all of which had these powers to compulsorily examine witnesses throughout Labor's government over the past 6 years. In almost every respect, the existing powers of these agencies are comparable to, if not stronger, than those proposed for the ABCC. For example, the ABCC would not be permitted to exercise its powers unless it, and I quote, had reasonable belief relating to a specific investigation. In contrast, ASIC only needs a reasonable suspicion that relates to an anticipated investigation. Examination notices issued by the ABCC must provide at least 14 days written notice, whereas ASIC may lawfully exercise its powers without a single day's notice. On penalties, if a person fails to comply with a notice issued by the ABCC, the penalty is potentially 6 months imprisonment. With ASIC, it is up to 24 months imprisonment and a maximum fine of $17,000. It's worth noting that the ABCC would be the only government agency of those previously mentioned where the right to have a lawyer is expressly included in the legislation, together with conduct money.
Thank you,
so
Minister. The time for answering the question has expired.
Taken.
Senator McKenzie, a supplementary question.
I do have a supplementary, Mr President. Will the Minister inform the Senate why it is necessary for a re-established ABCC to be vested with these compulsory examination powers?
Minister.
Mr President, as Senator McKenzie might be aware, it is important that these powers be granted to the ABCC, and one example is a flyer being distributed on building sites by the CFMEU, which I seek to table. According to the flyer distributed by the patron union of the Victorian Leader of the Opposition, if FWBC inspectors come to your site, don't approach or talk to them, don't take part in an interview. Your employer cannot direct you to take part in an interview. It is totally unacceptable that under the weakened laws introduced by Labor, the CFMEU are actively obstructing FWBC investigations into serious and unlawful industrial activity. Senator Lyons interjects and says, what's the matter with that advice? Every single responsible Australian citizen has a responsibility to cooperate with the law enforcement agencies of this country.
Order, Minister. And Minister Abetz, were you tabling a document? Order, Senator Cameron. Senator Abetz, were you tabling a document?
Yes, I was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator McKenzie, a final supplementary question.
Yes, Mr President. Is the Minister aware of any misinformation being propagated about the proposed compulsory examination powers? If so, what is the government's response to those claims?
Minister.
Mr President, I am regrettably aware of deliberate misrepresentation that the ABCC will have the power to drag innocent witnesses off the street and into secretive interviews. This is simply untrue, false, incorrect. The ABCC will be required to issue a written notice at least 14 days in advance, setting out the time, place and manner in which the examination will take place, with the ability to have a lawyer present. A transcript and video recording of the examination will then be provided with a report to the Commonwealth Ombudsman for oversight. These safeguards will ensure public transparency and accountability and give the community confidence in the work of the ABCC.
Senator Abetz. Point of order, Senator Williams.
Mr President, I'm trying to hear the answer here from my colleague Senator Bridget McKenzie's question. All I'm getting is double Dutch or double Scotch from Senator Cameron over there yelling out.
Thank you,
please
Senator.
quieten him down?
Thank you, Senator Williams. Could I ask senators on all sides to respect the answer and respect the question that's been asked? Senator Abetz, you have 15 seconds.
I do sympathise with Senator Williams, because Senator Cameron was Chief Defence Counsel for all the corrupt activities of the CFMEU during Senate estimates.
Pause the clock. Senator Abetz. Senator Cameron, a point of order.
Point of order. Senator Abetz should withdraw that. That is a reflection that is completely untrue.
Senator Abetz, it would assist the chamber if you did withdraw.
Mr President, we have two choices, if I may, on the point of order. We have two choices here. We have two choices here. One, Senator Cameron objects to being called Defence Counsel,
no, you can't debate
and I'm
with Senator
happy to
Abetz.
withdraw that.
But
in relation to corrupt activity of the CFMEU, I will not withdraw.
Senator Abetz, I won't entertain a debate on that issue. Order. Senator Abetz, it would assist the chamber if you withdrew the remark concerning Senator Cameron and continue with your answer. Senator Abetz.
Mr President, in that case, I will withdraw the comment that Senator Cameron was the Chief Defence Counsel at the Senate estimates. Mr President, let me make no apology for saying that the CFMEU is a corrupt organisation.
Pause. Order. Order. Senator Moore, are you raising a point of order?
Yes, Mr President. It's in terms of... I'll cede to Senator Wong.
Senator Wong.
Mr President, as I understand the imputation that is problematic and which ought to be withdrawn is a suggestion of corruption on the part of Senator Cameron. And if that, I am... Well, rather than getting into rather than engaging in a he said, she said, perhaps if there were any such inference, that could be withdrawn.
Thank you, Senator Wong. Now, what has not assisted is every time I've attempted to ask Senator Abetz to consider the comment, and if it would assist the chamber if you withdrew, is the cacophony of noise coming from... Order, Senator Conroy. This is half the problem. Have some respect for the chamber and have some respect for the chair, and it goes to all sides. The Senate is deteriorating sadly into a state where we can't have a question asked or an answer given without constant interjection, and it's becoming an embarrassment, quite frankly. Now, order, Senator Wong. That applies to everyone at the moment. Senator Abetz, I did ask, and I would respect if you could at least accede to my request of withdrawing. It would assist the chamber in this space at this time, and you have 4 seconds remaining to answer your question, to continue.
I withdraw.
Thank you, Senator Abetz.
I restate the CFMEU is a corrupt body, and Senator Cameron went to their defence of Senate estimates.
The time has expired for answering the question.